Get the label and napkin.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nella, for those of you who don't know, and this is another week in my life. So today is Sunday. It's May 8th. It is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. I'm heading home. I'm post call. I was on duty last night, Saturday. I was on the labor ward and I'm post call. So I'm going to head home, get some rest. And then I'm gonna head out later with my mother and my sisters for some labor Mother's Day. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful Mother's Day. Shout out to all the mothers and all the mothers to be. May you have a wonderful and blessed day. All right, guys. Oh, and I'd like to give a special shout out to the subscriber of the day who will be listed here. I know I have been so delinquent in doing it, but I want to give you guys a shout out. Thank you so much for your continued support. I appreciate it so much. And you know, you guys do the damn thing. I'm so happy with you. Thank you guys so much. All right, guys. See you in the next clip. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday. What day is today? May 10th. May 10th. And this is a week in my life, I think. Alright, so you guys have realized that I've been very absent and very lackluster with the week in my life. It is atrocious. It is terrible. It is a travesty. I have been such a delinquent in these vlogs. I'm like weeks behind. I have not filmed in the longest while, but here I am coming before you, humbly apologizing. I have no words. I have no excuses. I will just tell you the honest truth. I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I was going to work, doing the work, and I'm coming home exhausted, and I have to try and study for my exam, which is you know what I mean? It's so here I am, humbly before you. You know, just feeling, and I just wasn't feeling the creative energy, the creative juices, the motivation. I just wasn't feeling that. But I don't want to leave y'all hanging. So I just, like, you know, took a little bit of time. I took some time off, but now it's game time, bitches. Well, I will say I hope, because truth be told, I'm just not in the vibe or frame of mind to be fully doing week in my life vlogs right now. I don't really think that I'm doing much in my weeks, and I'm also just mentally drained. I need to pick myself up by the bootstraps and get my shit together. Get myself together. And that is what I need to do. So I'm on my way to work in traffic, you know, the usual. Is there ever not traffic in Kingston? Maybe like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not waking up 6 o'clock in the morning, because then I'd probably reach work 6:15, and work starts, you know, 8. That is terrible. Anyways, so I don't know, I've been under the struggles. Let me just adjust this. I feel like I've been under the struggles, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I need to reevaluate my life because I am frustrated. I hate when, you know, listen, minor inconveniences tick me off. Major inconvenience to me, but I have a full-on explosion. But minor, so it starts with minor. Like it's not. I'm melodramatic sometimes. I'm not even going to act. Like when something happens, just give me a moment to be melodramatic and then calm down because I need a moment. I need a moment. So right now, we are resource deficient and it is frustrating because the only people getting affected are the patients. And I don't like it. It annoys me. We are so resource deficient. Everything, every day, yesterday my patients did not get done because of, you know, other issues. It was like, these people are coming here and then at the end of the day, when they don't get done, they get pushed back like months. And sometimes even years, and they don't get their surgery. And years, so they've been suffering for too long. They want relief. Jesus wept. The public system, frustrating. It's like you're fighting every day. All my life I had to fight. All my days I'm having to fight. And yeah, I don't like that. I really don't like that. It's annoying because I feel like people deserve better and I deserve better. I deserve a good quality of life and they deserve a good quality of life. So, and maybe it's just that my heart too soft, but it deserve better. And I hate it. And it's me, I forgot to tell them, say, oh, your surgery get cancelled, or oh, we don't have no more dates for the rest of the year, or something like that. So dates them full up. So it's me, I forgot to tell them that. Which is a travesty. It's an absolute travesty. Hate doing it. Hate breaking bad news. I'm not lie. Hate breaking bad news. Hate breaking bad news. I hate having to tell patients that something is wrong with them, or when it's with them, or when it's obstetrics with them baby, or telling them or telling relatives that something happened to them to the patient, or telling patients that them surgery canceled. I don't like bad news, no sir. I like break bad news. That was one portion of the course me never did like at all. I don't like it at all. That's one of the reasons we couldn't do internal medicine, because that was an everyday occurrence. I'm not lie. I feel like every single day I tell somebody bad news for internal medicine. That's one of the reasons. Depressing so worse. We can't do hematology or oncology. No sir. Them things, those specialties to me are kind of depressing, and I hate breaking bad news. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyways, I'm heading to work. What do I want to talk about? Because, you know, it's been a while. I need to get you guys caught up, even though there's nothing to catch up on. I need to get back together, get my life together. On Sunday, imagine I'm coming home from work because I was post call. Coming home from work to rest up so that I could go out with my mother for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, or happy belated Mother's Day. I took some videos, but them didn't look too good, you know, from the Mother's Day, because we were too busy like laughing and chatting. So I don't know if we're going to end up in this vlog. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if those footage are going to end up in this, because guess what? I was too busy actually enjoying the company of my mother and my sisters to actually, you know, take proper video. Plus the lighting never 200. Anyways, so went out. I wanted to rest up before Mother's Day because I was post call because I had done duty on Saturday, 24 hours, did surgery, did 4 surgeries, finished at 1 a.m. Them drag out the thing, drag out the 4 little case them. We could have do the 4 case them before nightfall, and them just drag out the blur, not case them. That's not the story. Anyways, I wanted to get home. Guess what happened to me? On my way home, flat tire. My tire had a slow leak overnight, so now I'm driving out to the hospital. Flat tire. Lord, be a shelter and a shield. Why me? Hey, so I end up having to, one of the people who work there end up showing me a tire shop, so I'm get them to change the tire, and then they tried to patch the next one. Would the next tire patch? Because what happened is that it's not the wheel itself, like the entire wheel, but it's like the wheel under the rim. There's a part of the wheel under the rim has degraded, so it's not the full wheel like the big wheel, because that's all fine and the rubber is good and it's not worn or anything, and there was no nail. It's the wheel, it's around the rim, and they couldn't fix it. I was like, bitch. Anyways, long story short, now I have to get a new tire, which is like messing with my budget in my life. Anyways, so that is one update. Got a flat tire. What else? I think that's pretty much it. It's just been work. I have had limited merriment and enjoyment, and it is driving me miserable. And I don't like to be miserable. I like to be joy. Like I want to become a trophy wife, or at least have the freedom and the options in my day. Traffic is just annoying. Like, why can't people work from home? Employers, why can't you make it employees who don't need to be on the road work from home? You know how demoralizing it is to be in traffic for how long? You have to leave out early, and I'm sure they are more productive at home, because guess what? They don't have to leave out to go to work. Therefore, they can actually do the work. They probably don't take a proper lunch break because they'll just eat at their desk while continuing the work. And they're more likely to work later because they just say, all right, let me just finish this, because they're doing the work. It gives people the freedom, the option, the opportunity, and they probably work more. And I mean, you're not going to just give work from home for everybody, but you can give it to people who say going to do the work. Make them meet them deliverables. If them don't meet them deliverables, just call them back in. What kind of back a master over people back in the office doesn't have to see people in our work? Listen, when people in the office, them stretch the work. And move slow so that them don't have to finish nothing too quick. But I'm sure when people are at home, them work faster and them do quicker because them don't have to worry about certain things. And that is what you want. That's why Jamaica can't be productive, because they don't have no damn sense when it comes on to psychology of humans. Don't have it. No, don't have it. I digress. But seriously, like every morning I have to drive in a truck, I'm not saying half of the people them don't need to be in there with me. Them can tell of them yard. 10 of them yard. And earn them money. Okay, enough of my rants. I am going to just listen to some music and head to work, or maybe maybe listen to a podcast or something and head to work, because I am just drained. I want energy and excitement and just but right now it's like, anyways, I will see you guys in the next clip. I'm gonna go to work, get myself like Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Ready for work while I sit in this traffic. Alright, later. Right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we about to slide. Hey, can't let this one slide. Don't you wanna dance with me, dog? I can swing a jack, son. I could dig it up, man. Hey hoo. Where we from? Hi, Olivia. Doing teenager things. So I picked up Olivia from school and all this girl is doing is on her phone. Such a teen. What your shirt say? London 89. None of us were born in 1989.
Okay.
Let me be your woman, make me a woman. Woman. Let me be a woman. Let me be a woman. Woman. I can be a woman. Woman. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So today is Wednesday. I'm on my way to work. Traffic is not as bad as it was yesterday, so I'm heading to work now. Today is another clinic day. So let me tell you what happened yesterday. I normally would have filmed in clinic, but try to show you guys what I'm doing. But yesterday it was rough, right? So we had two clinics yesterday. Two clinics. So on my firm there are only 3 residents, including myself. So it's me and 2 other people. We have 1 senior registrar and a consultant. 5 people responsible for 2 clinics. Both a booking clinic where patients book because they're going to get pregnant and they intend to deliver at the hospital. So their health center or their private practitioner sends them to us and tells us that they intend to book and give us their information. So they give us a copy of their ultrasound, give us a copy of their antenatal screen, their blood test, as well as their any other investigations they may need. Some patients come earlier than others. For example, if you have a high risk illness, a chronic illness makes you high risk, then they will send you earlier. So high risk things include things like if you're known to have diabetes, if you're known to have chronic hypertension, if you're known to have sickle cell, if you're having twins, if you have HIV, if you have lupus, if you've had recurrent miscarriages, and this is like, say you had 3 miscarriages and this is your 4th pregnancy, then they'll send it to us to try and monitor the pregnancy, maybe give you a cerclage or maybe give you a medication to try and maintain the pregnancy. If you've had previous surgeries, previous obstetric surgeries, so like myomectomies or C-sections, then they will send you. This is prior to the pregnancy, or if they develop in the pregnancy. So either prior to the pregnancy or they develop in the pregnancy, because you can develop hypertension and diabetes in the pregnancy. You might discover that you have sickle cell during a pregnancy because it's never affected you before, because it's not just sickle cell HBSS. There are other types of sickle genes as well. There's C, there is beta thalassemia. I'm not going to get into all of that. So if you discover it in pregnancy as well, your private practitioner or health center will send you, unless your private practitioner is an obstetrician who can more than likely manage it themselves, they'll send you a little bit early, but they won't necessarily send you as early as like a health center or a GP, or as they should. So those are things. Also, teenagers are sent to us early, so we manage teenagers as well, because you know they're newbies to the game, or I hope they're newbies to the game, and so they need guidance. So those are some of the high risk things that we see. So yeah, booking clinic, which had like 50 something patients come in to book with the intention of having their babies at the hospital, as well as gynae clinic, which is what we do every Tuesday. We see gynecological patients, and those are patients with issues such as uterine fibroids, polycystic ovarian syndrome. If you've had surgery on the ward and you come for review, if you had diagnostic DNC, and we take both referrals, follow-ups, post-surgery and pre-surgery, so they're divided. So yeah, and those were like 100 and something patients. So you know, it was 5 people trying to see a certain number of patients, right? It was long. It took a lot. I was doing both booking and gynae, so I did them intermittently. So I started the booking and then I continued with the gynae. It was a long day. And then, as you guys saw, after that I went and picked up Olivia because she was at my father's office and she wanted to come home. My father probably not going. My father finishes work at 5, but knowing him from my experience as a child, he does not leave work at 5 because he does not want to be in traffic for hours. So he doesn't really leave work until like 6, or so, because him don't want to sit down in the traffic and waste some gas. So she wouldn't leave work till like 6 o'clock, depending on the traffic, because that's what used to happen when I was a child. We used to just stay in his office until the traffic ran off, even though his workplace finishes at 5. God, he's not about that life, not about that traffic life at all, because you have the traffic from work, and then you beat up with the whole of Jamaica for leave to go your yard, and then when you reach to go your yard too, there's another set of traffic. So he's not about that life. So she asked me to pick her up on my way home and drop her to her house. I mean, it's a detour, but I could just pick her up and drop her. So I did that, and then picked her up, carried her home. Got some Wendy's on the way home because I did not eat all day and I did not feel like go home to eat, go home to cook. But I really need to start do that because my budget is not pretty right now. It is not pretty right now. Like, so many things have changed between the taxes increasing, which put a dent in my monthly salary, to things like my tire needing to be changed, an unexpected expense. Mind you, I do have savings and I do have an emergency fund for that, but I don't want to use it. I want to use it for like major emergencies, you know what I mean? Changing a tire is a minor emergency, so I want to try and get the money from somewhere. So If you guys wanna, send me a smiles, I would appreciate it. Donate to the cause. Donate to the cause. So yeah. What else? So yeah, that's just it. So today, I'm heading to work. I have clinic. I have ward, then clinic, and my firm is on duty, which unfortunately means that even though I am not on duty, between 8 and 4, I am on call for any admissions that comes up. And then after 4, the duty team takes over. So between 8 and 4, I'm still on call and I still can get referrals. So pray for me that none of that happens, because I don't want it. So yeah, that's the only other thing. My firm is on call even though I am not on call, which sucks. So yeah, that is it. That is all that there is for everything. Yeah. So I'm heading to work. I'm gonna listen to some music or a podcast, something of the sort, to feed my mind and relax my soul while I brave this traffic. I'll see you guys in the next clip. Hopefully it's somewhere during my day. Who knows? Who knows? Alright guys, let's see you in the next clip. Peace. Right. Hey guys, so it is Friday, May 13th. What's up, my people? What is up? So it is it's the end of the week. I had duty yesterday. I had an exam yesterday. I am so tired. Yesterday was like a very busy day. I had a class. I had ward rounds. I had patients, like outpatients to see, review. I had an exam. I had duty. I am tired. So I'm heading home now. I just stopped. So you guys remember my OG phone? Here it is. It's fixed. Yay! So this is the phone that I used to use. Book phone, and it need a new battery. So air the joke or air the stylings. Oh god, I look like a hot mess. Oh my god. But the stylings is that I actually changed the battery myself. Changed the battery, got juice, and I was like, yes, victory. Changed it. Started from the bottom, now we're here, and I did it on the Hey, so I was like feeling pop in my collar. Yeah, man, because how I changed the battery. I bought the battery kit, and then I bought the battery. The battery kit came with the battery and the tools to change the battery. And I bought those off of Amazon, and that was like $20. Like $20. So I bought it. Come with the screwdriver and all of that. And then I'm watch YouTube videos that show me how to do it. So I changed the battery myself and ting. But when I'm done change the battery, the power button it needed to be soldered up, because it had gotten flattened. So I end up having to still spend money. I was trying to avoid spending money now because, cost of living getting high. So I was trying to do it myself because the thing about it is that I do know how to do some of these things myself, but it's just it's easier and less time consuming when I have others do it for me. But still had to carry it in because I don't have the tools to solder and I'm not going to buy no tools to solder a phone button. So I carried it to my usual place. The place I go to is a place in Halfway Tree in right South Avenue. It's called Cyberlinks, near in that plaza that used to have Brick Brand, but Brick Brand moved across the road. But yeah, that plaza, it's called Cyberlinks, and they usually can sort out my stuff, so they sorted out the button and thing, and they're fairly affordable, so I would definitely recommend. So I went and picked it up. I had gone there on Tuesday or Wednesday. I had gone there Wednesday, but they closed at 1 o'clock, so I missed them, and I went there like 3 o'clock because I don't know, a lot of places in Jamaica close early on a Wednesday, because in Jamaica Wednesday is like one of the unofficial half days of Jamaica. Like even like downtown and quite a few places close early on a Wednesday. So I went there like 3 o'clock because I work in a place that doesn't close. I work in a place that is open 24/7. So I forget that normal people have these normal things like half days and things. So anyways, went there, it was closed. So I had to come back today to pick it up on Friday because, as I said yesterday, it's rickety the road. I'll wait till I, reach the stoplight. Yesterday I was on duty, so now that I'm post call, they close at 6 today. So yesterday I was on duty, so I couldn't come, especially I had all the stuff in my day, so came today. And now I'm heading home. To my Casperito, and yeah, that is my day so far. Oh my god, to be honest, I've been so tired. Next week should be more of an interest to me because I actually have things planned to do. So this week was kind of tiring because one, Mother's Day coming like a thief in the night. It just dropped in, so the week did not start with like just drop-inness, and then I had duty, I had work, and I have just been tired, and that's just it. That is just it. And I feel like I need to give the people quality and not just quantity. So yeah. Anyways, I'll hopefully see you guys when I get home. All right, later. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I got lunch provided today because one of the drug reps from our drug company, obviously, came to, tell us about their product, and they brought lunch. Yay! So, at least that, we usually have presentations, so we had a presentation today. And so the person from the drug company came and brought food, so that was good. At least my belly was full. But yeah, because I was post call, what I did, I wake up from like 5:30 and start see the patients on the ward, and then when I finished seeing the patients on the ward, then I went up to my actual ward that I'm assigned and saw the patients up there. So literally by the time 8 o'clock come, I messaged the intern and tell her like, yeah, I just saw the patients already, so you can just do the to-do list instead of having to see the patients with me, because I want to make sure so everything get done. And then so when we had admissions now, we can just focus on the patients who are admitted instead of can focus on the patients who are being admitted instead of the patients who are already on the ward, because I saw the ones on the ward already. So sorted out my life, and then my senior came to round, so sorted out my life. So by the time, so I finished, and then I went to the presentation and all of that. So today was a pretty light day. It wasn't a bad day at all. Was not a bad day at all. So like I said, home is the pre. So yeah. Now look how Casper stole my blankets. Stole my whole blanket.